Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to podcast Official Life with Ish. Today, I'm with my buddy Unknown Legends. Unknown Legends, can you please introduce yourself?
What is up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Squad podcast. My name's Tazim. So today we're doing a podcast about transitioning from middle school to high school and the challenge we face, how we embrace the challenges, basically. Like I said, last week podcast, I believe we said we're going to do virtual because now of COVID virus and the cases and stuff are really up. So we're taking safety precaution as seriously as possible. So we're gonna make sure that me and Ishmael are safe, so we could be safely distanced.
And also, guys, speaking of that, today's podcast is going to be about some fears and misconceptions that people have about transitioning from middle school to high school. We're going to give you guys some tips of what's going to happen in high school and how you could be successful. And just to talk about some fears. If you guys do not know that I am a high school student and my buddy Unknown Legend is going to be a freshman next year, isn't that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So this year's my last year of eighth grade. So after eighth, I'm gonna graduate and go to high school. Like I believe like it should be time for me to learn like about high school. So I mean, I know some experience about high school because I have my cousins, I have my family member that's in high school. Like I still asking questions about high school, like how is it and stuff. So yeah, so hopefully she can learn me more about high school.
So, Tazim, since you're gonna be a freshman next year, can you talk about some fears that you have about high school? Because I know many of the people that are your age have a lot of fears. I also had a lot of fears when I was gonna be a freshman. So please talk about some fears you have.
Well, one fear is that when I go to high school, one of the fears that I have is about the students, the teachers, the school, and the environment. Like that's my number one fear because like sometimes I don't have that much good interaction with new students. So so that's my fear because I feel like sometimes the students is gonna bully you or something like that. And I feel like the teachers sometimes they're not that active than in my school now. Like sometimes teachers like sometimes the teachers like they not that like they don't basically do enough work to support the students. So like I feel like I might be struggling when I go next year. So that's my biggest fear because like how about if I'm struggling and then in high school, if I was in high school already and if I was struggling, then that would mean that I would face a lot of fear because I don't want to struggle in high school. I want to be successful that I did in my elementary career school, in my middle school, but now high school. One thing I learned is that you have to be independent, so
Yeah.
self responsibilities,
So,
basically.
Tazim Khan, I took some notes. So basically, you're scared of the workload, the heavy workload, and you're scared
Yeah,
of bullying, right?
yeah, and also like homework, cause too much homework, too much stress. You know, I mean, I don't like too much homework, cause if I reach too much homework, I get so much stress a lot. I mean, I believe Ishmael had a lot of homework too before, so I mean, he has more experience about that.
So, guys, I would like to clear the air with Tazim Khan and many of the eighth graders. So, bullying does happen. That's what I'm gonna say. Yes, bullying does happen. In our school, like I remember a lot of students, the new freshmen, they were scared of Freshman Friday. You know, I think I told you about this, but
Yeah,
people are
yeah, he
scared.
told me about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
Freshman
every
Friday.
Friday, the freshmen would be targeted. They would be bullied. Like, I used to see Ishmael. I used to like me and Ishmael used to go to school. I was in middle school, and then the downfall was the high schooler. So that time, me and Ishmael had the same dismissal. So I was thinking about should I wait for Ishmael so he could come out. So I was thinking about waiting for Ishmael. Waiting for Ishmael. I see Ishmael's friend like diving down the stairs, like running outside.
Yeah, the thing is, we created a plan during my last class, which is algebra class. We created a plan just to escape from school because many people were scared of bullying because people that are older than you bully the freshmen. I was a freshman, but I ran so far.
But now
Bullying,
he's a sophomore.
yeah, I'm a sophomore now, so bullying does happen. I won't lie, but bullying does happen in high school.
Yeah,
So
basically in all high school, there's gonna be some activities that could relate to bullying,
so just be cautious and tell your adults if you have any problem. Also with the
and
workload.
also be smart. By the way,
Yeah. Also with the workload, I agree workload will be a lot. Depends on the high school, but most of the high school workload will be a lot because they're gonna like prepare you for college. So it's gonna be a lot of workload and a lot of requirements to graduate. Are you ready? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm accepting the challenges, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but like, basically, my fear is about homework. I don't like too much homework. Like, I feel like they should do less homework. I mean, I have a feeling they should do less homework. Like now, like I have many siblings. I have relatives that attend high school. They so much stress because of homework, and I agree with that. There should be less homework, at least one or two homeworks each week, probably. Like less
Also,
homework.
also another thing we should talk about regarding high school is one of the fears. The fears are expectations. Your parents or whoever loves you may put a lot of expectations. My parents also put a lot of expectation for
Yeah,
me to
same
get
thing
into a
with my
good
parents.
school, right?
Yeah, yes.
Can you talk a little bit more about that? Like
So basically, your parents, like when you since you're small, they raise you. Like as you go older, they set you higher bar, like higher expectations to follow. I mean, like it's okay they punish you. It's okay. They're not happy with you, but it's because you have to learn something, and that's how life is supposed to be when parents are raising children.
Yup, I totally agree because your parents they raise you for so long, they put higher expectations as you get older. And also high school is a huge transition because they count for college. Tazim Khan, I know that you are applying to high school. Can you talk about your high school application so far? And if you haven't, can you talk about some problems because we know it's COVID-19?
Yeah, so now I'm waiting for the application to start. Like I have a website where you can apply high school. Like for New York City, the high school process is different, but around the world, you guys high school process is different. But for New York City, you just go look online and apply. Like the school sends you like this code where you have to type it in and just go online like this. But like I already have that, everything's good so far, but the main problem is that the application not open. Like only I see my name and that's it. So like I
Yeah,
feel like
so
that
what high schools are you looking into? Like
I'm like looking into like at least a good high school. Like basically a high school that could fit for my standards.
you
Like
mean like government and act like that, right?
yeah.
Can you well, so why do you choose that field? Government and police area. Well, why did you choose that field?
I mean I choose law enforcement and government and other stuff, something that relates to law enforcement because when I grow up I want to become a member of law enforcement. Like I don't want to like I want to become the highest position, the highest like position where you're gonna have to be smart, where you're gonna have to face the obstacle.
Yeah, because you want to impact people, right? And you want to help people, right?
Yeah, like I want to help one community. I want to serve the city or the county.
And guys, talking about the high school is a place for that. You could focus on your dreams. Maybe not like college, but high school you have many internships,
Yeah,
right?
and also one thing I learned is that high school there's extracurricular activities like after school. There's like a
Yup.
lot of programs and stuff. But like I'm attending middle school. It's a charter school, but like they don't have that much activities. So hopefully
I
I could
totally
see
agree.
more
Yeah,
activities in other school.
because charter school they focus on your academics.
Yeah, basically, they don't focus on other things besides academics because charter school they take academics seriously. So yeah.
So, is there any second fear that you have about high school before we end?
No, I mean I have two fear that I just shared earlier: the teachers, the students, the
Wait,
environment, and
wait. I
third
want to ask you a
and third
question.
is and third is the workload. Like workload could be challenging. It's gonna be a lot of pages, especially for remote learning. Like high schools are having depression because they're assigning too much homework and distancing away from their family.
So what are some values that you want to give to the people? And like, can you talk about a little bit more about how you will be successful in high school? How are you trying to be successful?
Well, one thing I could do is just work hard, basically, just be on time
It's a great value.
and responsibility. Basically, I want to be
And
responsible for the stuff I do.
Yeah, and stay away from wrong stuff because in high school there's gonna be many different people, so you
Yeah,
gotta
so
use your
basically
brain.
they could take advantage of you, but like the most important thing is
But
you
use
have to
your brain and act smart.
yeah, act smart and don't act in a scary and foolish way, because if you do, you never know what the results can happen. It's not middle school, there's no elementary school. Because after high school, you're gonna graduate. It's gonna be hard. Graduation is gonna be really hard to graduate. And then you have to go to college and to take the SAT, do a lot of stuff.
Last but not least, before we end, can you give a final message to the people that are applying to high school or they're looking into high school?
Well, my message is that you should study about high school. You should learn all the facts. Like when you're searching for high school, they just like even though you like the high school, you might not get into it, but that's fine. But at least you try and try harder, basically, because when you apply to high school, it's not easy. It could be stress. Some high school take less, some take more. We never know. Like if you want to go to a high school, I mean, if you wanna attend the high school that you really like, like there's a chance you're not gonna get in, because high school focuses on your records. Like they focus on your academics and a lot of stuff, like the test, the academic, basically the standardized test, and um yeah, so that's what they mostly focus on. So you should, and the best way to apply high school is to find the high school that's fit for you, the high school
So
that successful in.
yeah, I totally agree. So before we leave, why is high school most focused on? Because we know middle school, and elementary, they're not that focused on. High school is the biggest change in life, along with college. Why?
Because high school is like you're basically preparing for college,
Yup.
basically. So you have to gain full responsibility, and you have to be more smart, be more active, basically.
Yeah, and let me clear the air. You're talking about interaction, right? There will be many opportunities
Yeah,
if you go to
social
high school.
development.
Yeah, many opportunities to interact with people, so you don't need to worry about that. And remember, if you face any problems, talk to an adult. There's a lot of people that will help you in high
Yeah,
school.
yeah. You should always ask for help, and help will be on the way.
And also, people are not perfect. Even if they bully you, I feel bullying is extremely bad. It causes depression, but I hope that no one faces
It
that.
ruins your reputation and
Yeah.
your and
All
it
right.
causes people and stuff.
Thank you guys for
Thank
watching
you for
podcast.
watching on the Friendship